What is up, guys? What is up? We're going to be reviewing the market, maybe for more than one day this week, because I feel like I have not done a good job of reviewing the market at all this week. So, yeah. Hope you guys are all doing good. I'm going to not have this be pitch black. All right. Here we go. So, yeah, a lot to review today. Okay, so first things first. Um, First things first, I guess. Let's just start looking around. So, okay. So, where's market open? So, market open was. We got to get rid of some of these indicators. Market open was right here. So that was a very simple trade, actually. And it's not bad. It's really not bad at all, actually. But, then again, it also, you never know, it could have failed. I'm talking about this inversion here. Yeah, let's get S&P pulled up. We're about to get locked in here in a second. So, was there S&T? I don't think so. So yeah, this was a very simple inversion. I don't know how much I like it, but it's not bad. Yeah, maybe on the 5-minute. Yeah, the 5-minute and the 15-minute both look good. Let's just screenshot it. So maybe like targeting these highs. That's kind of cool. There's like no drawdown as well. Only thing is, where do you put your stop loss? See, I don't know if I like it, actually. It's like, where do you put your stop loss? Anyway, I guess we could screenshot this. Equal highs. Kind of still getting warmed up to the charts here. So, there we go. Let's make a new folder for today. Let me get some more water. And if I'm a lot more quiet, it's because I'm just gonna be listening to music. So this one's also good. I like this one a lot. It's kind of a it's kind of a Hail Mary type of trade, but hey, if you see it, I like that one. Good risk reward on that. Oh, and that's right at 9 o'clock too. Oh, we gotta record that. Hey, what up, Kirk? For a second, I thought you said good night, Vietnam. That would have been funny. But yeah, how you doing, bro? I'm just listening to music. This is pretty chill. Um, yeah. I should have anticipated continuation here. Once again, we had really good highs on the left hand side of the curve, so I should have expected more continuation. But honestly, this morning I was pretty tired. I don't know what was going on with me. I do know. I didn't go to the gym. That was a big thing. I got to work on going to the gym again more often. Because whenever I go to the gym, I'm always locked in for trading. But so this was the first presented fair value gap, and the trade I took was right here. And a lot of people were like, "You're not trying your best. You're not. That wasn't a good trade, bro. This was a great trade. This is literally exactly. This is textbook according to my back testing. We have a old first presented fair value gap. We form a sell model, and then along the right hand side of the curve, drop down to the 15 second, and we have 15-second change in state. And someone was saying like, dude, lock, like, this isn't your best. Because I was like, when it was coming up, I was like, I'm just trying my best. And they're like, this isn't your best. I'm like, it literally is my best. This is a good trade. And then it ended up being a good trade. And I knew it was a good trade. But when it was coming up like this, it was like, it seemed like it was stupid, but it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. You could see we actually go perfectly for projections. So if I had held it, then that would have gone to 4 projections. I didn't, but if I had, right? One thing I really like is we perfectly tap OTE, inducing this high. And something that I'm realizing is I might do more pyramiding models where like, for instance, I take the regular first strike entry here, and then if we were to get the OTE tap, I would add a pyramid entry here. So I'm considering calling this the first strike stack, where basically you take the regular entry, then you enter again at OTE with basically 1/3 of the stop. It's just a thought. Because clearly, this occurs a lot, right? Where we will have our first minute for value gap, and then we'll have OTE get tapped, and we'll still go lower. So I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna mark this out as sniper stack. I wanted to target 4 projections because I'm pretty sure the RTH gap was here. You can see there was the RTH gap. I kind of wanted to see that get filled. We did not fill it. Still, though, this seemed like it was decent. So let's just say we targeted 2 projections like this. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. It was towards the end of this macro, though. I might actually just mark this out as OTE. So there's your regular entry on the retest. Targeting 2 projections. And I took this trade, guys. I literally took this exactly as you're seeing it. I just wish I in the future, I'm going to consider pyramiding at OTE. So 1101, first strike stack. Meaning you take your regular entry and then you enter again at OT if it's inducing in high and you still have conviction in the trade. 1 minute aligning with the 15-second. Alright, so I took that trade live. The trade that everyone took that was really nice that I wish I saw was we had a very simple S&T at this high. S&T with this high. I believe we were above all the true opens, actually. Yeah, we're definitely above midnight. We're above 7:30. What time was this at? Yeah, we're above 9:22. And then the 22-minute true open. So there's no new 90-minute true open until 10:52. So the next 22-minute true open was 10:13. And that's exactly where the manipulation happened. So, whew, look at that. So this is how you identify manipulation. That's crazy. So we have S&T with that high, and yeah, S&T. I think it was just a regular S&T. So the trade was this inversion on, I think, what? I don't even know, like the 1 minute or the 2 minute? One minute is easiest to see. So you'd be front running the 2 minute. Dude, there's a reason I didn't see this. It's honestly not crazy obvious, but that's okay. So we inverse it. We inverse it kind of low. Am I sure there wasn't a 3 minute entry or a 2 minute? Let me look at this again. 2 minute looks shaky. I can't believe Hydra took this, actually. This is... I don't know if this is that good, but I guess... Nah, it's good. So I would take this as a Jan entry, personally, meaning entry on the retest of the... Or I would just take it on a retrace, essentially. So we inverse this. Pop back up. And then we go like this. And then we could project this out for projections. I think 3 projections is good. Just like that. Dude, if I could just lock in, I could catch stuff like this. And then you could break even here. Man, imagine if you held it though. That'd be crazy. Hey, what up, Kalechi? How's it going? So let's go ahead and add this, screenshot it. Once again, we closed kind of too low for me to take the regular entry, but I like the retest or just a retrace. When I refer to Jan entry, I'm just talking about like entry on a retrace. A lot of the time it'll be on a retest of the IPG like this. So let's see, 1039. And I did show that this was actually a 2022 model on the 15-second, which is pretty sweet, actually. You can go down the low time frame and you can clearly see I marked this out. I said this live. I said this could be 2022 because you can just see this is accumulation, manipulation, and now every single gap delivers price lower. I wonder if that was a 30-second gap, actually. Yeah, this is what I was looking at. Look at this 30-second gap. It just gives the nature of 2022. Like the way we just have this gap. It's just like I mean, it's just so 2022 looking. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just it looked like it was just a liquidity sweep. I mean, I guess it's not really exactly a break of structure, but like I said, break of structure is kind of not super required if it's when it's obvious. Okay, so there we go. And then this is crazy. Actually, I think the 15-second shows it best. Because look at this, right? Look at this. Every single gap, just running price lower. Algorithmic delivery on the 15-second. And then we have another one here. And then another one here. Oh, this is fun. Could you imagine pyramiding off of every single one of these gaps? Algorithmic delivery. Okay, I'm not gonna actually mark that out as a 2022 model because I don't know. I don't think I'd catch it, but still kind of cool. Okay, let's look at something else. I think. Oh yeah, this was nice. Wait, this was like an instant dodgy one setup for life. Whoa. This is crazy, actually. If you were watching in the 15-second and you were watching closely, there's this instant dodgy one setup for life that you could have taken. You'd have to be very paying attention to it, but it's there. Wow. Whoops. I think I'm gonna start whenever it's a one setup for life. I'm gonna start marking it out differently in my journal, like IFG 1 SFL or something. What up, Aldo? How's it going? So I also want to make a new template for one setup for lives. Maybe like make the outside gold and then make this dark. How should I make a template for one setup for life IFGs? What up, Jill? How's it going? I don't like that. Help me decide colors for this, guys. Nope, I don't like that. I don't like that. Alright, I don't like any of this. I don't know, this is the best I can think of for now. This looks so ugly. Oh, I like that because it's like, you know, the dodgy colors. Oh, I can make it white. Nah, I like dark. Okay, I like this. For now, I might change my mind. I actually don't know if I like it that much. Yeah, I don't know. Gray? You think gray? What? Gray inside, gray outside? Like gray, like what gray? Like that? Like this? I don't know right now. I think this is cleanest. But then again, I don't actually think it's that clean. It really doesn't matter right now. I'll fix it later. Oh, man. It's lagging again? Let me check internet. Alright, let's see how good upload speed is. You don't like colored lines? It's saying my upload speed is... That's actually really high. That's actually really high. 15 is really high. So, I don't know. Let me look it up on my phone and see. Fifteen's really high. It is lagging, huh? I don't know what to do, guys. I'm just gonna keep going, so you guys can watch if you want or not. I really don't know how to fix the lag right now. Maybe I could experiment with my OBS settings later, probably after the stream, but right now I can't do anything about it. So, kind of stupid, but I'm sorry, guys. But this is clean, right? That's 2.6R right there. You have to be ready for it, though. That was like instant. That's the thing. If you're not looking at it and you're not paying attention, you're not going to get it. Alright. That's 10:01. Once again, if I could just freeze time and be able to say, oh, is this a good trade? Obviously, every single time I'm going to say yes. But is it easy to freeze time? Is it possible to freeze time? No. So that's what makes trading hard. 10:01 inversion for value gap, 1 setup for life on the 15-second. So that was nice. This inversion looks kind of clean, or maybe it was a change in state off of something. There's something about this. Wait, hold up. I actually think something very specific occurred here. We might have had a. Here's sniper. Here's sniper model. Wow, we gotta mark this out because this is cool. So I'm also gonna make a variant of flow state. Not make, just because I never make models. I just observe what happens in the market and then go off of that. But um, I'm going to I'm going to name this behavior that I'm observing in the market called the flow state stack, where you take your regular entry like this. So there's your regular entry on the change in state. I mean, we almost certainly had a 15-minute PD array. Let's go out and look. Yeah, we probably had a 15-minute BPR. Even this or this, either one of these. So it's just it's also resting above just these equal highs and stuff. So a giant 15-minute BPR above equal highs. And then we can go down to a 1-minute chart. Scroll over. And so here's the flow state stack model where over, where the first entry occurs right on the retest of the change in state, and then you can pyramid again at the sniper model. So this is how you can take sniper model and also take the regular flow state at the same time. And I noticed sniper model works the best when it's perfectly above an old high, like this. Beautiful thing about this is exactly where SMT occurs. So entry number 1, right here, and then entry number 2, right here. Let's show it right here. And obviously it'd be right there, but not really able to show that. And then we can target 4 projections. We can target 7 projections. 4 is probably best though. So this is 4R, and then on top of that, 15R. That's crazy. So total RR is, well, so the way I would do this is I would do the same amount of cons for whatever I entered. So let's say this was 14 micros. I would enter another 14 micros there, not 3 times as many. So I don't even know how to explain it other than I guess you're risking 1.333R, right? And then if it hits, you make 4R plus another like 4.6R. So 8.5R if it hits or something like that. I don't even know how to. Maybe that doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me. That's what matters. (1021) flow state stack, 15-minute, 1 minute. And then let's just show how you could have also targeted 7 projections. Once again, 7 projections is better. I don't know why. Like, I know some of the stuff I backtest is kind of in theoretical land. Like, theoretically, you could hit this. It'd be hard. But that's why I do it, because theoretically, I could hit this, which is my goal one day is I'm going to hit these. And I think we were at the statistical daily distribution level. So this was a stat map play, more than anything. This was a stat map OB type of play. Yeah, using the daily distribution level is a pretty good stat map level. So this is Algo's stat map model where you take an order block at like a stat map level and then you write it. So I'm gonna also mark it out as that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I should make a video about it. I can make a video about it today, honestly. I don't know if I will. I'm talking about this. 21. I wonder if he still has it pinned. Oh man, I don't think he does. Oh, I'm never gonna find it. I'm gonna have to go back like a year. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Unless I could maybe find it if I look up stat map in my messages. Yep, found it. Oh, alright, this is the IFG stat map model, but same thing, right? There's the IFG stat map model, and then there's the same thing with an OB. Alright. So this is it. Alright. I think we had an inversion for value gap on the right hand side of the curve of the cell model, which is kind of fascinating. I wonder if this happened like on the 32nd or what. Yeah, I don't mind this. We run up, soup that high, instant death candle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. We coming for that list, bro. We coming for that billionaire list. Yes, sir. So, I love this death candle. I mean, when I see that death candle, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? That is nice. And then we have we actually had the data low right here. So this is actually a dodgy one setup for life as well. That's actually so sick. Hold up. This is a dodgy one setup for life as well. That's an instantaneous hit, too. So let's mark this out as a dodgy one setup for life. So many dodgy one setup for lives today. And then this was a dodgy one setup for life, too. Jeez, dude. Anyway. So I like this a lot. Instant death candle. 1.7R. Once again, my greatest issue is catching it live. And having the patience to wait for it too. And then being okay if you miss it. Or if you're slightly late. Reality is if you don't enter right at that exact moment, you missed it. That's what sucks about trading sometimes. That's why it's so hard. So I'm just gonna show how this was a sell model here. Yeah. So market maker sell model, clearly, if it's not obvious enough. On the 30-second there. So that's 10:50, also the start of the macro. Should I mark that? Yeah, that is worth marking, honestly. The fact this is right at the start of the macro, that ain't no coincidence. That is so precise. Okay, let's re-screenshot this. So there's the dodgy one set up for life at 10:50. We also had another one. IPG one set up for life on the 30-second. And then the same case can be made for this one right here, right? Remember we just talked about this? So this stop loss here, delivering from an OB. But the tricky thing is, you would most likely go break even. And you probably get break even. I'm just saying. But hey, you never know. Maybe you just were wanting to hold it. Still gonna mark it out. So there's another one. I might take a break. Yeah, I might go on a break or like a walk or something. Oh, yeah. Yeah. think so. I think I'm gonna actually take a much longer break. Um, I could end the stream. Maybe I should end the stream, turn off my computer, and then I'll start it up again. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so I'll be back in like 30 minutes. But yeah, I'll see you guys if you guys decide to come back in 30 minutes.